Hey, how you going? It's Donna here and thought it was about time I gave you all a bit of an update on where I'm at with my online business. So this year's been quite the journey of personal development and overcoming certain things in my life. So there's been a bit of adjusting going on to that, and it's all positive, of course. And I almost look like I've got a sarcastic face there, but I don't mean to. It is all positive. It's been fantastic. And as far as my business is concerned, I decided to do a little course called Incubate that the SFM now offer. It used to be part of a really expensive course, and they've offered it now a part of the expensive course called because it was called Brand Incubator. And so now they've just done this mini one about Incubate, and it's all about making sure that you align your business with your authentic self, with your true self. So aligning it with your values and your passions. And because, you know, if you start an online business, so it's just say you start an online business all based on just wanting to earn money and having that time freedom. Eventually you may find yourself being unfulfilled by the business if it's just about money. Eventually you might find it hard to motivate yourself to do things for that business when it's just about money. But when you can align your business with the things you value and are passionate about, it gives you that sense of purpose and more meaning. And so therefore you don't need a motivational hack, as they say, because you're inspired to do things for your business and do the work. I mean, every business or every job, no matter what you do, there are always going to be parts of it you don't like. And it's the same with an online business. There are going to be parts of it that you don't like. Eventually, hopefully, you'll end up outsourcing those parts and you'll just stick to the parts that you do like, but you're still going to have those days where you don't feel like it. But at least when you feel a sense of purpose and a sense of alignment with your business, you are more inspired. You will motivate yourself to do those things, even though you may not necessarily like a couple of those things that you need to do. I hope I'm coming across making sense here. So yeah, this course I'm really discovering I've got a strong sense of passion for freedom, which obviously makes sense because online business is all about achieving more freedom. Freedom, health, obviously. I mean, I was in the fitness industry for 17 years, so that would make sense. And also environment. I mean, I'm very big on my environment and I always like to improve it, and I like it to look nice, and also caring for the environment, you know. So they're sort of my main three things. Now, supposedly I could start a business about health. I mean, I was in the fitness industry for 17 odd years, and I'm sure I could do blogs about health and, talk about nutrition and exercise and movement and all that sort of stuff. But one of the reasons I left the fitness industry was because one of them was, I think I was losing my passion, but I'm passionate enough to keep myself healthy and fit, but I don't know if it's there to inspire others at this point. I mean, obviously I can a little bit, but freedom is strong. I'm really aligned with gaining that sense of freedom. And something someone pointed out to me was how I'm very big on taking responsibility for yourself, which you may have noticed. I think last week I sent you an email about taking responsibility, or it was either brought in an email or maybe it was on my Facebook page. I can't quite remember. It might actually be my Facebook page. But, you can't, basically, if you want to create success in any aspect of your life, you can't be a victim, right? I'm talking about everyone. No one can be a victim, because when you're a victim, it means you can't change things. But when you take responsibility for stuff and you do what you have to do and take the action that you need to take to move yourself forward, that's when you're taking responsibility for your life. And that's the thing with an online business, is it does. You've got to take responsibility for where you're at. I remember it first started with my job and not liking it, reached a point where I was really quite down because there just seemed to be nothing in my life that was bringing me any joy. I mean, work took up so much of my time. It often interfered with my personal time as well. And the first thing I did was I realised, I need to take responsibility for how I'm feeling and bring some joy into my life again. And that's what got me back into horse riding. And I'm still loving that so much. So that was the first step. And then it was like 6 months after that, I came across online business because of my little affirmations saying, I want to be able to prioritize doing things I love in my life. Because, giving up all your time for a job working for a boss, creating their dreams. Yeah, nah, you know, it gets to a point where it can't be about the money anymore. I mean, as much as, I mean, the reason I'm in my job at the moment is for the money, and that's pretty much the only reason. At least I'm working towards getting out of it, and yeah, it's all about taking responsibility. So yeah, Incubate is really helping me, I guess, really clarify my values and my passions. I think I knew them before, but they didn't inspire me as much because I was just sort of like, oh yeah, I'm sort of, I value this, and yeah, I like this and I like that, and then just put it to the side and didn't really think about it. But now I'm starting to realize, hang on a minute, I can incorporate this with my online business and you know, my online business is about freedom and taking responsibility. So I think maybe in my last update, I spoke very much about achieving a dream. And while that is still very important to me because I have a dream that I want to achieve, as far as creating an online business just about achieving a dream, it can be a little bit too broad because dreams are very relative. Everyone's got a dream of their own. So you need to get a little bit more specific and a bit more niched into that. So at this point, I definitely am aligning with the sense of freedom that an online business gives and having to take responsibility for that. I'm wanting to get just a little bit more clarification on exactly who I'm targeting as far as what type of work and income does someone want to change. So I'm going along the lines of unskilled worker because that's what I'm doing at the moment. I'm also thinking unfulfilling, or possibly even both, unskilled, unfulfilling, because that's how I feel about my job. And so I can, if I can relate to the people that I'm attracting to my business. So things may change a little bit with regards to my messaging. I'm actually working with a copywriter at the moment, a professional copywriter. She's helping me write a new script for a new ad. So I haven't been advertising, it's been a good 2 months now, 2 to 3 months it almost seems. And I'm itching to get a new ad out there. So I've been working with, the lady's name's Caroline, and you could actually meet her should you decide to join the SFM. And yeah, she's helping me out with a script, which I'm hoping to film this weekend. So we'll see how we go. But anyway, that's me. This, like I said, this year's been very much a journey of personal growth, of overcoming or letting go of crap. And they say that's what this era is all about. You know, this year, last year, you know, just releasing, getting rid of all the stuff that we don't need anymore, so that we can move forward. And so yeah, I guess the aim of the game as far as moving forward goes is making sure I'm aligned with a business that is important to me, and once I've let go of all of my stuff, which I feel like I'm pretty much having more of an ability to know who I want to help, how to best help others so that they can achieve a life of more freedom, and really getting on that path of knowing exactly who I want to help. You know, I mean, that's the thing. If you can't get clarity on who you want to help with online business, then it can get really hard to gain traction. And I think maybe that's why it's taking me so long. Is, you know, when I first started out, it was very much, I just wanted to I wanted to get out. I wanted to quit my job. I just wanted my online business to hurry up and make me money so I could quit my job, leave work, and live this life of freedom. So it was very me-centric, me-orientated. But now that I'm sort of getting over a lot of my crap, definitely getting more, or just discovering more of a why. And that's a really great book that I read recently, actually. Sorry, I know this is really long, but it's called Start With Why by Simon Sinek. And basically, this book, I'll save you a lot of reading. It's very much proves that any successful business has to have a strong why. As soon as a business loses its why and starts focusing on, you know, money competition and all that sort of stuff, it generally starts to fizzle out, the business. But when they're focused on why, he uses a big example of Apple, for example, and their why is, you know, to allow people to be more creative and innovative with their products. And that's a very strong belief Apple have. And that's why they're doing so well still, is because they still very much are on point with that. Whereas there's some business who might start off with knowing their why, but over time they might lose it because they get into competition with other businesses who have similar products and then there's a price war going on, and you know, it just doesn't happen. So start with your why. If you want to start an online business, know who you want to help, why you want to help, and you know, basically you can't really go wrong once you can get clear on that. And that's like I was saying, I think that's why it's taking me so long, is it's just taking me so long to really gain clarity. Start with why. There's no links or anything. I'll let you look for it. I do not earn any affiliate product, but yeah, good. It really emphasizes you got to know your why. So I'm just gaining a little bit more clarity on that. But anyway, I'll leave you to it. That's enough from me. Otherwise, you know, I just keep blabbering on when I get on these videos. So I hope you're having I hope you had a lovely Friday and you're in for a fantastic weekend. Bye for now.